All right. Hello, everybody. I want to share with you a story today. It is a multifaceted story, but you will see how it is related to child support and the greediness of their system and mainly their hypocrisy. I want to focus on the hypocrisy of the child support system today. So, this image that you see here, this picture is of a young woman named Avis Banks. All right. And she was beautiful. And I'm saying was because she is deceased. She was murdered. All right. You can see this story on Forensic Files and probably any other true crime or cold case, well, not cold case, or any other type police shows that show these type of stories. But the reason I have her image up here is because I want to show you through her story the hypocrisy of the government, their child support system, the abortion rights movement, and everything. It is all hypocrisy according to their laws. I'm not even going to get into necessarily the biblical laws, but I just want to show you that. So bear with me. Try to watch this video to the end. Hopefully it won't be too long. So anyway, this is a picture of Avis Banks. Now, on the right side of this screen, you see these pictures. This is a picture of Carla Hughes. The one at the top is a picture of her while she was on trial. The one at the bottom right is just a regular picture of her. She too also is beautiful. Of course, as you expect, people will look more worried when they're on trial for murder. That's the picture up here. So you have the beautiful sister down here to the right who is now in prison for life without parole for murdering this beautiful sister on the left, right? Now, let's take a look at another screen. So here as we look up Carla Hughes on Google, it has a little bit of information about her in this excerpt from Wikipedia, but you can confirm this through actual documents, and of course, it's on Forensic Files, etc., etc. So let me zoom in because I want you to see what Carla Hughes was in prison for. That's the point. Of course, she was there for murder, right? That's not debatable. But we're going to look at the details of the murder. Now, it says here, Carla Ann Hughes is a former middle school teacher from Jackson, Mississippi, who was convicted of 2 counts of capital murder. Remember that. 2 counts of capital murder. She technically murdered one person, but we're going to see why it was 2 counts. She murdered Avis Banks. All right? But it says she was convicted of 2 counts of capital murder for the November 29th, 2006 slayings of her lover's pregnant fiance, Avis Banks, and Banks' unborn child. So Avis Banks, the beautiful sister that I showed you first, she was pregnant when she was killed. And if I'm not mistaken, I think she was about 2 months pregnant, right? So, one moment, I'm going to show you another screen. Now, this brother here, his name is Keon Pittman. He is the one who is believed to be the father of Avis Banks' unborn child. He was also her fiance, but they say he was also a player, which means he was having a sexual relationship with Carla Hughes at the same time as he was engaged to be married to Avis Banks. So that's not a good look. Love triangles don't usually work out too well. But this brother was not charged because they don't believe he told Carla Hughes to kill this woman, right? Although she did call him before she murdered his fiance and after she murdered his fiance. But if you watch the story for yourself, you will see why, although it's a little suspicious, they don't think that he told her to commit this murder. So now you might be wondering, what does this Carla Hughes case, who murdered Avis Banks because of a love triangle? She wanted to be the fiance, so she killed the fiance. What does this have to do with child support and their hypocrisy? Well, if this woman, Carla Ann Hughes, could be charged and convicted of 2 counts of capital murder for killing Avis Banks while she was pregnant, because she had an unborn child and she was only 2 months pregnant, tell me why right now, today, the date of this video is December 2nd, 2021. They're having abortion debates right now in the Supreme Court, and you have people fighting for women's right to be able to kill their child, or excuse me, to have an abortion. Again, I'm not even getting into the religious aspect. I'm just telling you about their law. Now here, you see I've done a search for Roe v. Wade. All right? So Roe versus Wade is a landmark court case, and a lot of case law about abortion is based on this particular case. So as you see, 13 hours ago, 17 hours ago, 2 hours ago, you see people out here protesting, all kind of stuff going on about the Supreme Court, because they're getting ready to make a decision in a case that could possibly overturn Roe v. Wade, or it could overturn Roe v. Wade in certain states, right? So let's see what Roe v. Wade did. Let's zoom in. Let's see the significance of this case. What is so important about Roe v. Wade? Roe versus Wade. So it says Roe v. Wade 410 U.S. 113 was a landmark decision of the United States Supreme Court, in which the court ruled, let's see how they ruled, that the Constitution, keep that in mind, the Constitution of the United States protects a pregnant woman's liberty to choose to have an abortion without excessive government restriction. Date decided January 22nd, 1973. Decision, opinion. So this is their opinion. But their opinion is that the Constitution protects a woman's right who is pregnant to kill or abort that pregnancy. So tell me why the woman, Carla Ann Hughes, when she killed the pregnant woman, why did they count that as 2 counts of capital murder? It's strange that when you're charging a person other than the mother for killing her while she's pregnant, you want to count that unborn life as a life. So let me get this straight. The unborn child's life matters when you're trying to lock somebody up for life. But when the mother herself wants to kill the child, then it's her choice that's protected by the Constitution. It's either murder or it's not. So if you believe that a woman has the right to kill or abort her unborn child, then this woman should have only been charged with 1 count of capital murder. See, you can't have it both ways. That's the hypocrisy that I'm talking about. Straight hypocrisy. Again, this is in no way to minimize this woman's murder. You understand? So just in case any of her family members or friends happen to see this video, that is not what this is about. Of course, this woman should have gone to prison for murdering Avis Banks alone. That's whether she was pregnant or not. What I'm talking about is this hypocritical United States government as it relates to abortion and child support. Why? Because the same Constitution that these Supreme Court justices believed in 1973 protects a woman's right to kill or abort her unborn child. They don't believe that that same Constitution gives a man the right to be free from involuntary servitude, which is slavery. Child support is slavery. So let's get this straight. A woman has the right to kill the child and move on with her life as if she's a good person. If she gets pregnant after she just got that scholarship to college, or after she just got admitted to Yale or Vanderbilt, She can kill the child, have an abortion, so she can be free to go to school. But if a man gets a woman pregnant, he is forced to pay child support, and he has to figure out how he's going to manage college now, financial aid or whatever, and child support, taking care of that child. Why doesn't a man have the right to be free? Why can't he say put the child up for adoption, or terminate his parental rights, or get him off of state-sponsored child support, right? Well, I should really say the state is sponsoring child support by the enslavement of him. Why doesn't he have the choice to take care of his child in private at least? You know why? Because they're hypocrites. They don't give a damn about unborn children. It's about what makes them the most money. And the prison system is a for-profit prison system. So when Carla Ann Hughes killed this pregnant woman, it was more beneficial to charge her with 2 counts of capital murder, because all crimes are commercial crimes, up to and including murder. This means they make a higher profit by charging her with 2 counts of murder than 1. So when it comes to this case, or any case where a man kills a pregnant woman, they would try to charge him as well with 2 counts of murder. But when the woman herself kills the same exact unborn child, it's not murder. You can't make this stuff up. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. You do not owe child support. Child support is false. It is fraud. A man should have a choice to terminate his parental rights or be free from child support as a system and take care of his child in private. He should have the right to equal custody if him and the mother want to take care of the child. And if the mother has multiple birth control options and she has the right to abort the child and have absolutely no accountability, and then she can even ask for food stamps or EBT, Section 8, whatever else, the man should have the same freedom as well. But since this country hates men, especially black men, it likes to lock them up. Don't get me wrong. You can be a so-called white man and get locked up for killing your pregnant child's mother or any pregnant woman. But they love to lock up black men even more than they like to lock you up. So, in this case, it was a black woman. So, note the hypocrisy of capital murder, 2 counts. And this is not the only case. They do this in several cases when a pregnant woman is murdered. So the unborn child's life only matters when the prosecutor wants to charge somebody else for murdering the woman and the child. But when the woman herself kills the child, now it's her liberty to choose. Give me a damn break. Are you kidding me? So, check out the book downloads you can get at childsupportgreed.com. It has some helpful information to explain to you the hypocrisy and the fraudulent nature of the for-profit child support system. I hope you have a good day.